Believe it or not, there are some cats who are this easy to pill. More of them are like this. If you have one of these, you may not need this video. But if you have one of these, you're going to need every trick you can come up with. And I've found a few. Now, of course, there are official pill pocket products. I'm not fond of them. Our cats are less fond of them. Quite often the ingredients aren't good, and neither is the price. So I went looking for something that actually worked. And it turns out, as you may have noticed, almost all cat treats are crunchy. The ones that used to be soft are gone from the market. That's okay because their ingredients weren't that good anyway, so I'm not so upset since I found a replacement. And as it turns out, if you want soft treats, you go look in the dog section. Yep, once again, dogs get better treatment, more variety than cats. But we'll take advantage of it this time because the Bil-Jac treats for small dogs actually have a good ingredient list. It starts with chicken liver, chicken meal, then we get to wheat flour, but we're off to a good start. Now there are, I think, at least 4 different flavors, and not all of them have ingredients that are quite this good. Some of them hit that wheat flour as the second ingredient. If that's not a problem, don't worry. If you don't like it, avoid those flavors. Sometimes life's that simple. When the Bil-Jac doesn't work, the Orijen freeze-dried treats sometimes will. Only difference is, with these it's a little bit more work because you do have to add just a bit of moisture. Now, that's all vague. So you can play around with it if you want, but next up I'm going to give you some specific tips on how to use these different treats. In the meantime, if you like the video, there are of course other videos on the site. I hope you'll subscribe, click the thumbs up, make comments. All those things help me get more notice, get more subscribers. You can also go visit my cattail therapy page for information about hyperthyroid cats and stories about cats, and maybe a few things more. The address for that page will be in the description, and also once you visit that site there will be some links if you would like to support my work. Now, here are the tips. Okay, we have here 1/2 of a 5 milligram methimazole. And if you've been told that you can't cut methimazole, it's not true. Yes, you should be careful about some things, but it does not change the medicinal aspects of the medicine, and that includes filomazole. That coating on the pill is not to make it time release. It just hides taste and smell. And we have 1/4 of a 2 MEQ, which is like 468 milligrams potassium, which is a little bigger, a little more complicated. If you are giving a whole methimazole pill that's fairly large, I do suggest cutting it in half anyway and giving it in 2 pieces just because it's likely to be easier. We have here a regular Bil-Jac Little Jack's treat, the Little Gooberlicious, which is peanut butter flavored, and our cats do seem to prefer these, but guess what? They get tired of one and then prefer the other. I know that surprises you. Cats just aren't usually like that, are they? With the little jacks, I find that just half a treat, and you can just kind of squeeze it flat like that, put the pill inside. Good idea to wipe your hands after handling methimazole. As long as your hands are dry, that's really all you need to do. Wash them later if you like. Just don't handle pills with wet hands. That will make it dissolve, and you're likely to absorb some of it. Bingo, treat. And you'll notice I make it sort of a pyramid shape so it doesn't roll. I used to make them round. Why, I don't know. Cats ended up rolling them across the floor. Now, same thing, obviously, with the peanut butter gooberlicious, except I find that it only takes about a third of these treats, sometimes less. And for one of the tricks, you know, there are some cats that don't like the Bil-Jac treats, but they do like the Orijen. In that case, I use even less, just barely enough to create a sticky coating around the pill. Crumble an Orijen. This is the Orijen Original, which crumbles the easiest. And I put some of that around the pill. Now we have the taste of the Orijen treat, but the Bil-Jac makes it sticky enough you don't have to wet down the Orijen. Ariel is into that right now. She used to be one of our easy, I'll eat anything you put in front of me kind of cats. And now she is, you're going to have to come up with something special and different because I'm special and different. Okay, now, when using the Orijen treats, is it crumble? It just takes a bit of moisture. I just moisten the fingers and you work at it until it's nice and soft. It will still have a little bit of grit in it. Wipe your fingers on something beside your pants and take the pill, form it around, and there you are. And since some cats just don't like moist treats, once again, you can, if you like, coat it with some dry Orijen, and you've got yourself another pill. Now, when you're using the Bil-Jac treats, you can also make treats ahead of time, put them in storage, like using an old pill jar, and have them ready when you're going to give treats. If you are using the moistened Orijen, do not recommend doing that because the pill will dissolve inside the treat, and when the cat bites into it, they get upset. But other than that, they usually work. You try a lot of variations. Now, nice thing, of course, with the Bil-Jac, they usually don't manage to eat the treat around the pill and spit the pill out. Sometimes they do. But if you have a little more Bil-Jac in your hand, then you're just ready to wrap it again and go. Now, when you are giving treats, I strongly suggest giving an unmedicated treat first. Quite often cats are a little more cautious with that first treat, and they are more likely to gobble the second one because the first one was so good. Of course, no trick works all the time with cats. What you really have to do is follow the medicated treat with more treats, food, or liquid to make sure the pill goes down. Pills can get caught in the throat and dissolve there, or cats have been known to hang on to a treat somewhere in the mouth or in the throat, and a minute or two later spit them up in a secret location that you don't find until you do some heavy-duty cleaning and discover this pile of pills behind the couch or someplace else. With the Orijen, I find the original to be easiest, and our cats really like them. Second favorite would be Tundra. Takes a little more moisture, a little more time. There are several other flavors, so if these don't work, you can keep trying. Hope this video helps. And as I said before, please click the thumbs up, make comments, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, and please visit the Cattail Therapy website. I'll be doing more videos later. Enjoy the treats, but maybe not for yourself.